Hello everybody, I'm Cristina. I work at Iris Technology Solutions, is a partner in the FoodSafeR consortium, as Elizabeth was explaining. And today I'm going to give you a talk that is going to be more practical because my aim is to encourage you to be part of this community, which is the world's first specialized community of food safety professionals. So, you guys, okay? What is FoodSafeR as a first glance? It's a digital hub that aims to be a trusted source of information containing guidelines and advice in relation to emerging hazards that are posing a risk for food safety. You can join into this website that you see here now and at the end of the presentation, and my next colleague, Lauren, will also give you the QR code so you will be able to scan it and register. Okay? So I'm going to, as I was saying, present you in a more practical way how the hub looks like. As you can see here, there are different sections on the top. As you can see, this is the home, okay? And I just want to recap what is FoodSafeR, no? Because this is a community in which you could collaborate and you could fill the gaps in communication when making decisions that, for example, the AI cannot take because it has no consciousness. So this is what has been discussed before in the other presentations. For example, before lunch, I was listening to the DigiFood talk. It was very interesting. And they were saying, like, for example, when there are exceptions to the rule, when analyzing listeria in fresh cut or other food samples. So even a human being cannot take the responsibility to make the best decisions. So what if you have a software that has all the tools here and you have all the information that are going to be targeted to your field of expertise? For example, if you are specializing in toxins, then you will have all the information regarding this, and it is going to be very easily to be found out, okay? And the idea behind FoodSafeR also is that when you wake up in the morning, and this is something that I've listened this morning in one of the talks, is like a reason to wake up in the morning, no? So you wake up in the US 6 hours before, and you have the news of what's happening in Europe, no? If you are going to join into this platform, because you will see the news, as you can see here on the right side of the home. This is a RSS feed that is a created source of information that all the food safety experts from FoodSafeR has been chosen. And you have the news that are daily updated here, okay? So you could just click or even share to the other social media. Well, this is part of the home. I just want to explain you today 3 different sections: home, network, and workspaces. I will explain you now, just briefly, the other ones, which I'm not going to show you today because it's going to be too much, and also because they are not 100% complete. This is a project that's still ongoing and will finish in a year and 2 months, right? So basically, signal trends, they are showing you the weak signals from different algorithms, and we are partnership with another sister project in order to do so. Framework is going to contain all the different information from the drivers and sub-drivers that Elizabeth was explaining you before, in a more specific way to your interests, okay? You could click in the different drivers that you will, and then you will have populated all the information in regards to that. Then the toolkit, it's going to be, it will contain the guidelines, the learning paths, the top movies from the consortium that we are developing, and also it's going to be like a app store, let's say, in which the third parties could be advertised their tools. And finally, Data Lab. Data Lab are going to contain the different links from databases that are going to be specialized in food safety. For example, before you were talking about Combase, that could be an example. And now let's talk about finally the home. I'm going to show you how it works, so you could easily join later and start to bring content. And as a FoodSafeR expert that you are, you would understand what kind, how it works in order to bring the content here. So you could share not just in the home, also in a different way in the workspaces. This is one of the features that we like a lot, which are the reactions. Do you recall any platform that has similar reactions? Which one? Yes, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, well, has similar reactions, but we basically adapt them to the food safety era. So that if you click on inappropriate, this is going to be kind of a moderation style. So we could, from the management of the platform, see, okay, this is not appropriate, okay? And then we are moderating the platform. Then you are also you have a wizard here if you click there. And now I will guide you through it. So you will find step by step what you could do. So let's take a look at the homepage features. You could edit your profile from the top, from the bottom left, in which you could edit which organization you are from, also which hashtags you are interested in where do you belong to, a private company, or you are a risk assessor, risk regulator, no? And also here you could choose the language in which you would like to see the platform. If you have any questions during the navigation of the platform, also you could go to this button and you will get a reply. And also there is the bell icon in which you will receive the notifications in a daily basis. As an example, if you make a post and then you get a comment, you will see here with a notification. Let's see how to create a post to share content. Well, you could start a post here and use different formats, such as with bold, underline, and also you could add files, images, videos, not just from here, also from there. You could also engage other comments to a post from here, and also a comment to a comment in the 3 dots that you can see here, and reply directly to the person. Now you will see the features that we have for the hashtags, and you will see how you can benefit from them. So this is an amplification feature, okay? Because now you can see the trending ones. So not just you can see the trending ones, also you could see the ones that you choose into your profile, okay? So this is the amplification. Not just you can save your posts, and if you want to see the ones that you've saved, then you will filter them by clicking here. Also the drafts, okay? Then if you didn't finalize to write something, then just go back and continue. Also you could filter the posts that are already published by latest post or just in the search bar. These are the hashtags, okay, and that are on the top. And for example, if now I want to see the ones that are related to the first one, emerging risks, I just click on it, hashtag, and then I will see all the posts related to it. This is what I was explaining you before regarding the RSS feeds. And I just want to mention now that you could even also just share them into Twitter, well, X, sorry, LinkedIn and Facebook. Also, well, I just finished explaining the home section, and now let's go to workspaces, which is a different way to communicate to the others. Let's say you could choose to communicate more privately or more openly, okay? Why? Because there are public workspaces in which you can freely join, or private ones. So you have to request to join, and then the admin will accept you or not. This is, as you can see here, there are different workspaces that have been created by the EFSA. They are very good partners that they are participating very actively. And one of the things that could be, one of the discussions that could be brought here into our workspaces is what I was explaining you before as an example of what I was listening this morning before lunch, okay? And then you could invite the members that you will. If you go here on the top left, you could see all of them, or yours, my workspaces. Also, you could filter by public or restricted, or just because you remember the name and you can type here in the search bar. Now, let's see how you could create your own workspaces. You give it a name, give it a brand logo, and explain the mission. Now that you have created, you could start a discussion and invite the members. This is going to be very similar than what I was explaining you before regarding the posts in the home. So you could basically do similar functionalities and post it with different kind of documentation that you could see here and download from the post. You can also reply to the post or to the comment and then save it if this is interested to you. Also, you could follow them, draft them, and then save it for later and search them by latest or by keywords. An interesting feature that the workspace has is the tab that you can see at the left, in which all the posts are really well organized. So you could just scroll down and quickly go for the discussion that you remind that it was interesting. So this is a good way to filter. Another thing that you could do in our workspace is add notes, not just to you, also to other members if you want to share with them in a private way. You could see here, you could see the members and who is the administrator, the members. And this is the chat that it's appearing in all the different sections of the hub. That it's at the bottom. At the bottom right, and you could chat with the different users. But that is just in the case that in your profile you have accepted that you could be appeared in the public chat. Okay, if you don't want to be seen, no worries, because nobody will contact you directly through here. Okay, this is done by default at the beginning once you register. If you want to change that, then you have to go to public visibility so they could reach to you, okay? What happens if you create a workspace? That there's going to be another different chat. It's a channel, and all the members will be there, the members of the workspace. Because if you are part of a workspace, then you also will be in the channel, right? If you accept to be. And then, if you want to leave the workspace, you are free to do so in the 3 dots. Let's move now to the repository of the workspace, because not just you can download the documentation from the post, also from the specific repository of our workspace. So you could see that the repository is distributed within different folders, so you could have it organized. You could also upload files from here, and also link it with the drive, okay? And then you could search by the keywords if you remember the file name, or even by the different formats, okay? Also you could filter by date, by name, and you could organize in a list or on a grid. And if you want to download everything, you could do so as well from a folder. Another interesting feature that you have in the workspaces, and also because you all have the members there, is the meetings section, where you could add the title and the venue direction, address, or if it's online, you could create a FoodSafeR online meeting room. This is something that is linked with Miro. Bor, have you ever used Miro? So here it's, well, during the video conferencing tool, you could have some brainstorming, have different sticker notes, and work in a different way. And if it's linked to your drive, then you could even save it later, okay? So basically, here you could also add a description of the meeting and also add files in order to prepare the meeting. So select the date, the time, and yeah, and invite the users that have to be become members of the food safety platform, okay, in order to be able to accept the meeting. You could unselect the members and also, well, you could delete the meeting, save the meeting, and here you could also filter by attendance. If you want to go back and see, okay, who has accepted the meeting, who is not able to do so, you could filter by this as well. And finally, not least important, is the network, which is where you could find other community members and also organizations. So you could see both in a map, and you just go minimize, maximize the map and look for them that way. As an example, this is my my description. So basically, you could click on the members and see that you could see the hashtags that I'm following, and you could contact me. How? Through this button, which is going to send me a direct message. Doesn't mean that you will see my email, the personal email from the company that I work for. I will receive my email, okay? This is confidential. And another thing that you could contact in the case that I have the public visibility for the chat, as I explained you before, that this is optional, you could contact me through here, connect. So you could see here also on the top that I selected organizations. Here you see the EFSA, and you see the relevant information from the organization. Same buttons, okay? And if you are a new member and you are from EFSA and you have joined to FoodSafeR and you want to add this organization to your profile, you could do here as well, okay? By add organization, and this would directly change into your profile. So you could see the map feature that is helping you finding the relevant information. How? By searching by keywords. Okay, I met that person in that forum. I remember he belonged to or she belongs to organization blah blah blah. You can see maybe it's at FoodSafeR community. Or by address. The ratio is 30 kilometers, okay? And also just by the, you click on here, search, and after what you've written before, and it will appear, okay? And also you can clear the search. So, well, as I was explaining before, and this is my home take message to you is that this is I show you the 3 sections that are 100% complete. Still, there is work coming. I hope you encourage yourself to be part of this community in order to start conversations and fill the gaps in communication that we can see exist in all the different fields. In order to make decisions not just through AI, also by human beings and make collaboration between all of us. I hope this platform is useful to you, and I hope you enjoyed using it. Start building content. As an example, I feel very interesting. This RSS feed to make me update every day what's going on the news, and hope that it's the same for you. And this is the website. I hope you enjoy. Also my email, if you want the presentation as well, because it's like a guidelines, you could also ask for it and I will send to you. Thank you.